Hello, welcome to my live. I am Tara Joy. I am a soul guide and an energy intuitive. And today I am coming to you to bring through some messages, bring through some information for you, and channel that information from the spirit realm. So let's first set the scene. Let's do a few intentions. Do some intention setting. So let's just getting set up here. So as I briefly introduce myself, get myself sorted here. Hello, everyone. I am Tara Joy. I'm here. And first, I just want to thank you so much for being here today. If you are new to my live, I am an energy intuitive. I'm a soul guide, and I help people move energy within themselves. I also do mediumship readings and readings connecting with the spirit realm, and also with the Akashic records, where all of your soul's past life energy resides. So if you're curious about past life energy and how that may be playing into this life, into a situation that you're going through right now, those are a beautiful way to get insight into that energy and get some healing around it. Today, I am going to be showing up as a conduit for your guides, your ancestors, galactics, and loved ones. And together, we'll bring through information and messages that you're seeking at this moment. I'm also going to do a collective reading because the energy is extremely intense, and I myself reached out to a few people in the last couple of days to check in with them, see, fellow intuitives, fellow sensitives, to see how are they feeling. Are they also feeling this energy? So I'm going to do a quick report on that. And about our spirit guides, our guides and entire spirit team wants us to succeed. They want us to achieve our goals, reach our dreams, and become that which we desire to become. And they are always here helping us along the way. We're going to get into spirituality today, into the woo-woo, into the weird. If you are into spirituality, crystals, meditation, learning about energy, feel you are a star seed, believe in ghosts and reincarnation, are open to extra-dimensional beings. Anybody else watching those drones in New Jersey? Yeah, I'll say a little bit about that also. And no, do you know we cannot be the only planet with a civilization? With so many galaxies out there, I don't believe that we're the only ones. So we're going to be bringing that higher dimensional energy down into this space today. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and know that this is live for you when you're watching it. So whether you're here live or watching a replay, the energy is the same. And as people arrive, as you get settled, just let me know in the chat who you are and where you're joining from. Where are you watching from today? And let me know if this is your first time watching one of my lives. Yeah, put a smiley or emoji in the chat to let me know if it's the first time you're here. And anyone coming back, let me know. Have you been here before? Is this regular for me, for you? Have you seen one of my lives before? So Before I get started pulling cards and bringing through information for people, I just want to go through 4 intentions. So there's 4 intentions. They're going to be really quick. And the first intention is we want to make sure that this is a safe and sacred space because we are connecting with that higher realm. We're connecting with your ancestors. We are connecting with sacred energy. And so let's keep this a sacred space. That means we're being vulnerable and sharing raw emotions. So make sure that we're kind, loving, supportive, and caring with each other inside the chat together and towards me as your conduit for the readings and information today. Second out of the 4 intentions is that there is absolutely no tolerance for bullying, bashing, belittling, and just any unnecessary comments. You don't need to believe in what I'm doing. You don't need to fully understand how it's happening. You just need to stay respectful, to stay in the room. So the third intention is I want this to be a dialogue. So if you are here, please let me know how you're feeling. If something resonates with you, let me know in the chat. It's always so much more rewarding when there's that two-way conversation, that two-way dialogue. And I want you to be engaging because the more energy you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. And the fourth and final intention is that I truly believe that there's no coincidences. There's a reason why you're viewing this, whether you're viewing it live or after. And so be open-hearted and open-minded about the information and messages that you're here today. There are a million other things fighting for our attention and energy. And it feels intensified and amplified during this month of December. And so I am so grateful that you have chosen to be here in this live with us today. There is a reason you're here, and there are messages for each one of you, even if I'm channeling and bringing through information for another soul. There is a thread of awareness for you that can be applied to all of us in those messages. That is why you were called to be here. That is why you are here for this live. So please be open to the collective energy and be open-hearted and open-minded. So let's get started. So let me know in the chat where you're watching from. Is this the first time that you're watching? And then we shall get started on doing a few card pulls and bringing through some information for individuals. And I have, before we get started, and as people are chatting, I have a New Year reading that is a little bit of everything. So if you're curious about star language, West Chesapeake, hello, Gail. If you're curious about star language, light language, if you're curious about Akashic reading information and past life energy and how that plays into the energy of now, the energy of today, then this New Year reading has a little bit of all of that. And yeah, it's a special one that came through for January. So that one will only be available through December and January. So you can look at the QR code if you would like to book one of those lovely. Hello, Melissa Nash. Watching from East Mines, Nova Scotia. Not my first visit. Hello, welcome back. Yes, and this was very much a last-minute decision. Yesterday, it was like, I need to go live tomorrow, and it all came clear today. So let's pull a card for someone. So, Gail or Melissa, if either of you would like a card pulled, let me know in the chat. And like I said in the intro, likely there's information in every reading for everyone. I hope everybody is having a good day. Melissa Nash, yes, please. Amazing. So let's ask what this new energy is bringing in for you, Melissa. And I will pull one for you, Gail, after. And Gail. It's always lovely to connect on these. Oh, thank you, Gail. Always a good day when I catch you on here. Yes, and I plan to do these more often. I took a bit of a break because I just needed a break. Everyone needs a break once in a while. And but yeah, I plan to do these more often. I might do a few over the holidays, just as people need that extra reminder. So, Melissa Nash, and this is very much feeling like collective energy as well. So, the grief card with lots of purple and blue energy, which purple and blue are usually a crown, third eye, and this beautiful heart. And under it, it says, tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. So, how is this relating to Melissa Nash's energy? I don't know why I have to say your full name. It's so official. So, apologies about that. I'm feeling heart opening. I'm feeling healing, deeper healing. So there's something that you've been going through. I'll put the chat up so people can see it. There we go. Yeah, so it feels like there's something you've been healing for a while, that this December, this intense energy that we're all walking through at this time. And if you have any sensitivities, if you resonate as being an empath, a highly sensitive person, if you tap into the collective consciousness, if you feel other people's energy, then you've definitely felt the intensifying through, like, October was intense, November more intense, December feels even more intense, especially the last few days. And so that's that final shadow energy taking away what's no longer serving us. And it feels like for you, Melissa, this is getting that heart to fully thaw. So I'm also seeing it being protected, which is why it was frozen. And that doesn't mean that you're cold-hearted. It's just a symbol for me, right? That it was energy wasn't moving. That's how they're saying it. Putting it very plain and straightforward. Energy wasn't moving. So now energy is starting to move. And as that heart opens, we get more sensitive. We feel things more intensely. And so this is all preparing for what's coming in 2025. And a lot of what's coming through for you is actually collective. Like, it's also happening on a collective level. So you might find people who aren't like spiritual or who don't meditate all the time, they'll also be talking about the energy and what they're feeling. And let's see, is there anything else about the grief card? Your team is so proud of you, the work that you've put in, and how it doesn't always feel like it, but you've been a lot more grounded in your journey. And so they just want to celebrate the journey that you're on, where you're coming from, where you've been, and also where you're going. Because in my opinion, this is like the most exciting time to be alive, even though it feels very uncertain and there's a lot of lower energies playing out. It's also a very, very exciting time to be here, exciting time to be aware of energy, and how everything is connected. Yeah, it's a giddy feeling, which I shared on one of my video posts recently, if anyone had seen that. It's a giddy feeling. It's like excitement. So let me know if that resonated with you. If you have any follow-up questions with that, and then we can pull a card for Gail. And Leo, my kitty, says hello. It's always when I go live, that the cats want attention and treats. I feel they feel I'm talking to them. Okay, let's pull a card for Gail, and then if anybody else Hello, Tracy. Welcome. Tracy, I will definitely pull a card for you. Yes. Okay. We're pulling a card for Gail, and let's see what. I'm sending back all of Melissa's beautiful energy. Bring my energy back from Melissa. And we're going to connect with Gail's energy and pull a card. So what's the message for the moment for this intense time? Intense energy. Oh, so the card is delusion. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. And it's got this beautiful I never know if it's mandala or mandala. Anyways, this beautiful pattern, which is sacred geometry. I feel that's one of the energy center symbols, or a combination of them. And these beautiful flowers. So let's see how this card relates to your energy. So they keep pointing to surrender. So that's the most important word on the card for you, is that surrender. Surrendering in the moment, surrendering to the it's such a beautiful card. Surrendering to the moment, surrendering to the possibilities is what's coming through. Because often our human minds can't even dream what's possible that the universe can send us. And that's just, we're human, right? And we are living in a world based on limitations and not living to our highest potential. And that's not something to feel bad about, but to be excited about, because now we know that there's so much more potential. There's so much more available to us. And I feel part of this is allowing your own gifts to come through. So I feel there might be some hesitation on stepping into your gifts, further development of your gifts, and that's which is completely natural. I felt that way too, like fear, judgment, fear of judgment, fear of alienation or abandonment, rejection. And I feel this card is just a reminder to surrender to what the universe is bringing to you. And let me see if there's anything else. And yes, putting that intention in, because our intention is one of the most powerful things that we have, is our intention. So if you put the intention every day into that surrender, into accepting what the universe is bringing, then amazing things will start to happen. And I feel also your gifts will start to come online and become more frequent. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so part of it is that persecution wound of past life energy, which is in all of us. And it may also be partly from childhood in this lifetime, where you did use your intuition, or you did bring something through and you were told that that can't be right, or it's just your imagination, or insert whatever. I'm here to bring through from your guides that it's all real. The magic is real. And we're going to find more and more people open to it and talking about it, and also tapping into that energy and experimenting with it. So welcome to the tribe is also what they want to say. Yes. So let me know if that resonates, and I will catch up on your chats, Melissa. Felt stuck the last few months and the last few weeks. Moment of crying and emotion with my own life and those around me. Yes, and there's definitely a lot of grief energy. And part of it is that letting go of our past selves, letting go of aspects of ourselves. And in that letting go, you're also letting go of, what feels comfortable, what feels familiar, because we're stepping into a new aspect of ourselves, a new version of ourselves. Letting go of who I am and what I have attached myself. Yes. In your career. Yes. And moving forward in that surrendering and opening up to the new. Amazing. And yeah, what I've been shown is that like on and off again is actually our physical bodies catching up with the spiritual and energetic work that we do. Amazing, Gail. It all resonated. Perfect. And yeah, very much releasing who I thought I was or had to be. Yeah. So this, and this is something I was going to talk about in the collective reading, is very much that, hello, Phyllis. We're stepping into our authentic selves. We're meant to be the weirdest and most out there aspect of ourselves that we can be. And it's getting like the magnetic pull to be that is getting stronger as we get closer to 2025. And I feel there's going to be so much opportunity, so much acceptance for that going forward, where in the past we've sort of had to hide and, have secret meetings together, where no, this going forward is going to become normal. Like, we're going to be the normal people, being tapped in, having intuition, and the people who don't are going to become the weird ones. And this isn't going to happen overnight. This is like years ahead. And Gail says, I have difficulty surrendering. There is a feeling of fear. Yeah, because it's not known to you in this lifetime. It's scary at first. And I also had the fear of, am I going to harm someone? And that comes back to setting those intentions at the beginning of, doing no harm. And all people who are reincarnated now have signed that in the soul contract that we don't, we can't do harm to others or override someone's free will. Yeah. Hello, Mary Jenna. Welcome. So I have a card to pull for Tracy. And then I will pull Mary Jenna. And something I'm offering now, which is new, is that one-on-one guidance. So one-on-one guidance sessions. And so if anyone wants to go deeper, you're so welcome, Gail. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you caught me. Yeah, so that one-on-one guidance and mentorship, I'm offering those, as well as deeper readings. So if you enjoy this experience and you want a one-on-one, like, imagine how much we can get to when it's one-on-one and it's just you and I, and you're able to connect and ask questions and go deeper. And I feel with the energy right now, like even myself, as I said earlier in the live, I am asking my fellow intuitives, what's going on? Do you feel this too? Because there's a lot going on. Okay, so I am going to pull a card for Tracy. Tracy, if you are still watching, let me know. And I'm going to send Gail's energy back to Gail and my energy back to me. Oops. And let's pull a card. Welcome, Mary Jana. Welcome, Phyllis. And yes, Tracy, still here. Amazing. I am also so glad that you caught this live. It's been a little while, but we're going to do it more often because it's so much fun. Okay, let's pull a card for Tracy. What message does the universe have for Tracy? Ooh, I'm excited for you, Tracy. Whoops. Ease. Which, oh my goodness, can't we all use this energy right now? Ease and elephants. So if elephants resonate with you, I believe they're a symbol of luck and abundance, especially the white elephants. Let's see, ease. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. So your spirit team is being very loud and very direct that you're allowed to take time for you, and you're allowed to receive versus always giving. And this is common for healers, natural healers, even if you don't work as, a Reiki master teacher. You can be a healer and just go about your day to day and still be healing and impacting people and bringing that energy to others. So I feel this is very much your energy, and I feel this is intensifying for you as you discover all of your own gifts, as you discover and deepen your connection with energy, connection with self, healing those childhood aspects of self. And I can see you stepping into that ease of, not every day is a cakewalk, is how they're describing it, your spirit team. Not every day is a cakewalk, but it feels so much more in alignment now than it's ever been. And they're showing me that it is that way because of the work you're doing, because of the insight that you're getting from your own intuition and from those that you've chosen to work with. So what happens when we work with people, we actually are helping each other in an aspect or another. So welcome, Nettie. Welcome, Samantha. So at first you're coming to the person to get insight and knowledge and guidance. And then you actually help them. And so the deeper we all go as a collective, the more healing that's able to take place. So keep up that journey, because you're actually healing more than just yourself. So I'm seeing like ancestral and family lines being healed through the work that you're doing. And I'm also seeing how it's affecting the next generation. So like your children and beyond, and how you becoming open and honoring your gifts and connection is helping all of them be able to do it with ease. That it's just normal. And it's how we operate. Wow, amazing. So let me know, Tracy, if that resonated for you. Such a lovely, lovely reading. So Tracy, we're going to do Marijana and then Nettie. We'll pull a card for Nettie. And then I'll do a collective information on what we're all feeling right now, because the energy is intense for December. So yes, let's pull a card for Marijana, and hopefully I am pronouncing that properly. I apologize if I am not. And so good to have you all. As I mentioned earlier, there is a great reading that I have on right now. The New Year reading, which is all about the energy for you going into 2025. And it's a little bit of Akashic reading, Akashic record reading. There is light language, star language included in it. And you can follow the QR code if you would like to book one of those. And so now let's send Tracy's beautiful energy back to Tracy and call my energy back to me. And then pull a card for Marijana. So let me know if you're still here, Marijana. And welcome all the new people, so many new people. And the returning faces, names that I recognize. Welcome back. So, Marijana, I will pull a card for you. And trust that even if you're not getting a card, that there's messages for you in this. This is so interesting. Just going to read Tracy's comment. Phew, this past year has been transformational, and I see and feel so much growth in myself. Yes! And how I show up with boundaries, authenticity, bringing my woo. Yes! Very hard to heal ancestral and generational wounds. So happy to hear that my spirit team mentioned that. Receiving is still hard. Yes, I relate. I relate so much to that. It can be difficult, and self-care is not selfish. No, it is not. Working on it. Thank you for the battle. So welcome for the beautiful messages, Tracy. So I pulled a card for Marijana, and then I was asked to pull another card, and they are two cards that have already come up. It's actually the grief card that came up first and the ease card that just came for Tracy, and they're both the same color, which this deck has many colors. So it feels significant that they're both purple, which is associated with the crown, and The crown is all about that connection to the spirit realm, that connection to source energy. And so it feels like this is the energy that you're walking through now, and that is also being activated for you. So it feels like new things are coming in for you that sometimes feel a little bit overwhelming because you don't feel ready. And the universe and your spirit team are like, yes, you are. You wouldn't experience it if you weren't ready. And that goes for everyone here. So the grief card has this beautiful heart that is unthawing. And it says, tears are what happens when the ice in the heart melts. So if you've been feeling all of that emotional stuff coming up, that's also a sign of the healing that's taking place and how that energy is moving out of the body. So if you're someone who usually hides emotions or didn't have emotions validated as a child, then in your healing process, there will be a lot of tears because of all that suppressed and repressed emotions finally being able to come out. And don't worry, you will be able to stop crying once you start. It's natural, and I usually watch some sort of rom-com or movie that I know is going to make me cry when I feel that urge that something's like emotions are welling up, but I'm not able to have that feeling of letting it out. Because that rom-com will bring the tears out, bring the emotions out, and then I feel so much better, so much better. The ease card is, it's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. So similar to Tracy's message, you are deserving and worthy to receive. And if you need a permission slip, I am writing you a permission slip today to take time for yourself to receive, however that looks for you, whether it's going for a massage, going for a walk in the woods alone, meeting a friend for coffee. Receiving looks different all the time. And to just trust how you receive, trust what feels right for you, because we're all unique beings with unique energy. And although we feel things in similar ways, part of our journey is finding what works for us. So hopefully that resonated. If you are still here, let me know. And Melissa says, you do that too. Put on sad songs. Oh, yes. Yeah. And there's also like the physiological stuff that happens when you allow yourself to cry, where it's like when your computer is slow and you turn it off and turn it on again. For our bodies, crying is kind of that similar like resetting of the nervous system. So there's so many benefits. And I hope that I will see the day where no one will apologize for crying. Please. No one needs to be sorry. Okay. And is Nettie still here? Let me know if Nettie is still here in the comments. And thank you so much, everybody, for showing up today, for coming together in this community. It always feels like a little mini community when I go live and people are together. So let me know if you're here, Nettie. I'll pull a card for you, and then I will just talk a bit about this intense energy. I'll give you a few more seconds to comment if you're still here, because I know sometimes people pop on and then pop off, which is fully okay. Okay, so I don't feel they're here, but let me know in the chat if you are. So December energy. I felt really excited at the beginning of December. I felt giddy. And okay, Nettie is here. Hold on the collective update. Okay, let's pull a card for Nettie. I'm going to send back Mary Jenna's energy to her, them, and pull my energy back for me and pull a card for Nettie about what information is needed in this moment. You got love, and look how beautiful. Trying to get the camera to focus. There we go. So beautiful. And I feel the chat has a slight delay. Love. Love, love, love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself. Yeah, so this feels very much, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hummingbirds on this card, so I'm not sure if hummingbirds resonate with you or have a symbol for you. Usually hummingbirds are that joy energy, that joy, that excitement. What lights you up is that hummingbird energy. And love, how does this resonate with you? I feel it's a deeper connection with self and an appreciation for who you are in a new perspective. So a different way of seeing yourself, of showing up for yourself, and being compassionate with yourself that I feel didn't always happen in the past. There was, times when you really were hard on yourself, where now there's more compassion and patience, and also that love energy that in all walks of life, in our day-to-day, we're meeting reflections of ourselves wherever we go. And so the more we can send love to that reflection, the more we receive it back. And so I feel that's what this card is all about for you, Nettie. So let me know if that resonates for you. And then I will talk about the energy for a few minutes before ending the live stream. And yeah, if you want to book something, I have half-hour and hour readings where we can go more into depth with things. Usually I go live because number one, it is so much fun. Number two, I get to meet so many amazing, beautiful souls. And also it gives you an experience of what it's like to work with me and experience my energy before you book something one-on-one. So the featured reading that I'm highlighting today is a New Year reading. So it's all about what energy is coming in for 2025 for you. They're about 45 minutes, and you can book it live like this, where we're on a call together, or you can book it as a audio recording where I'll tap into your energy and bring through the information for you. I'll tap into the Akashic Records for past life energy and see if there's anything in there that's ready to let go. And there's some star language, light language that's included in that one, which is so beautiful and so pure when it comes through. I always get excited when I get to do it. Okay, so December energy. I was very excited, as I was saying, and giddy. Like December feels full of potential. Thank you, Nettie. Thank you for showing up today. It was lovely to have you. Yes. Oh, December. It was giddy, exciting at the beginning. The last few days, I've been experiencing some headaches, some nausea, and general low energy. And the majority of December, I've actually had a lot of energy, which usually in December, because of, the sun is already setting right here where I live. So usually I have lower energy. I have to pack a lot of things in the daylight hours. So there's that energy of like rushing to get things done. And it feels like there's not as much energy to get it all done. And this year it feels like I have a bit more energy until the last few days. And I tapped in this morning and connected with a few friends who are also tapped into the energy, connected with their guides. And the insight that we collectively brought through is that it's a time of quick upgrades. So a lot more intense, higher frequency energies coming in, which if you follow the Schumann resonance at all, it's been going crazy. We've also had the more solar flares this year than in recent history, which the sun is on its own energy cycle, just like everything else. So we're just experiencing the energy playing out. And in January, there's going to be an alignment of planets where they're all in alignment. And that's going to be a very powerful, potent day to let go of any of the last things that aren't let go through December and call in that new energy, setting those intentions, bringing that whatever your highest desire is into the energy of now. And the other thing is just that we haven't experienced energy like this before, and our collective consciousness hasn't been at such a high frequency than ever before. So it's almost like we're gaining that momentum of raising the vibration of all of consciousness, and we're just riding that wave. And the more people that come online, the more people that experiment and celebrate their gifts instead of being afraid of them or hiding them, then the more that will progress. And I'm also hearing messages about it's time to show up. The time to hide is over. And that's not meant to say everybody has to go live or everybody has to have a YouTube channel or show up. But it's just, that's the energy that we're going through. There's so much potential, so much potential. Yes, go ahead and ask a question. I won't pull a card, but if it's about the collective energy reading, of course, I'd love to hear a question. And it feels intense in the body, which is where the headaches and the nausea comes from, because it's so intense and we're going through it. We're all going through it, and it's such a beautiful time. I'm so excited about 2025 and what's next and where we're all collectively going. And yes, there is a lot of negative and low energy playing out as well, but it's working through that old energy pattern. And so that's the energy for the collective right now. Amazing. Okay, so I have finished pulling cards. So apologies, I'm about to end the live, but I will be back on another day if you would like to get a card then, or you can book a reading with me for a half hour or 45 minutes. And just to share again the readings that are available, I do mediumship readings. I do Akashic record readings, and I connect with the spiritual realm, which includes galactics, which includes dragons, fairies, all of that realm. And I'm also starting mentorship sessions. So with spiritual guidance, tapping into and getting to know your spirit team. So how amazing if you could learn to connect with and get to know your own spirit team. So magical. So Melissa, I'm just gonna read your comment. I have had headaches this week, slight nausea and dizziness. It's funny. I always think that something is happening in my body and forget that I could just be picking up on the energy. Yes. That's why I reach out, because I'm like, am I catching something? Do I have a stomach bug? Am I coming down with something? Is my immune system fighting something? Or is it, the intense energy? And so I feel this week it's the intense energy. Most people I know have had headaches, dizziness, nausea. So yes, if it persists, get it checked out. But for now, I feel it's just that intense December energy. It's also the ending of shadow season. I'll have to look up if there's another eclipse, if we're through eclipse season, but shadow season tends to sort of close around solstice because there's more light, more daylight than nighttime after solstice, and that's on Saturday. So we're so close. We're so close. We can do it. We're in it together. Yes. So thank you, everyone who is here, whether you showed up for 5 minutes or you stayed for the whole thing. I love doing these lives, and I so appreciate you coming online, being vulnerable, and sharing your experience, because even if you were just watching, I know there's messages in what we were talking about for you, and everyone learns from each other. So yes, Have a beautiful, wonderful Christmas. If you celebrate, have a holiday break, however that looks for you. Happy New Year. And I will be planning a New Year. I don't know exactly when I will go live. It might be on January 1st because everybody is usually off January 1st, and it's just a really fun day to gather because you're in that brand new energy of 1/1. It's also a portal day, the first portal day of 2025. So I feel I'll go live then with some New Year's predictions. And yes, Melissa, welcoming in the light. Let's bring in the light and let it radiate through us. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and have an amazing evening. And I will see you all very soon. Take care, everyone.